Hello, my celestial beings. This is Mystic Storm here to clear the path to a new life with you. As a spiritual advisor, I provide clarity, inspiration, and insight to the collective in order for people to transform their lives. I use tarot and oracle, astrology, energy, Reiki healing, as well as I have herbal products and spiritual products on my website, msbotanica.com. Okay, so I'm just gonna say off rip, this is gonna be like just a collective message. It might be a little chaotic, sporadic, but that is divine feminine energy, so I'm going to embrace that. I am doing it a little different. I do have oracle cards here. I got a couple of tarot, and this is like where I've pulled this from is originally for me in my solitude, and I am being transparent and sharing, because the understanding that I've like the downloads and the compassion, but it comes from within. It comes from within. So I want to be a reflection to you here whenever you're watching this. And yeah, I'm just gonna start. There's so many things I want to say, because this is from In My Solitude. So many downloads, so many synchronicities, so many like spirit messages. Yeah, I want to, okay, I know where I want to start. I want to start with shouting out my familiar, the wonderful, beautiful, spiritual Willow. Okay, Willow Mercury. You know, I still keep that Mercury because Mercury, the communication that she provides, she speaks to me, and she like she'll look at me, and like it's like she's speaking to my soul. And I've worked on me as a reader. I want to communicate anything. So yes, my familiar. So I guess this is going into a story time. Okay, so I think around the Gemini full moon, I started doing more TikTok reels, because I missed my recording schedule because I was really busy the week before. So, but in that I started, I was already meditating 10 minutes, at least 10 minutes a day before heading off to my 9 to 5. But I will pull the cards, working on me. But so many revelations I got from the Gemini full moon. I'm a Gemini rising, so it really affected me, as well as with the moon and Mars retrograde conjunct with that. That's action. What are you putting out there? What are you doing with the thoughts, with the downloads that you have? Are you bringing them into the physical realm? What are you creating? Okay. So, and as I was doing TikToks once a day, or once, when I can or whatever, it just flowed. It started to flow. Like, if you don't have me on social media, make sure you check me out, Mystic Storm 333. Okay, that's on pretty much all platforms, or the main ones at least. And yeah, with that, okay, I was trying to find my notes, but yeah, with that, everything started flowing. Like, to understand, we had the third eye chakra kind of thing with Lord Ganesha, and then I went to the chakra insight, and then we had got the third eye card again. But it was like seeing. You have to see in order to create, because I also was working with my sacral chakra. I'm just giving you a background. So I'm also following, what I'm doing, applying the knowledge, applying the wisdom. I've been opening books in my library, and which gotta have her books, and like picking up downloads. Everything is flowing. Been called to pick up a couple of books, to say them. Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. I've learned that she is such an inspiration, and sometimes we as people, we see something and we want to be that right now. Take what you can do, work towards it. It's a gradual process. Earth energy, Capricorn energy, as we're spewing into Capricorn season, the winter solstice, Capricorn new moon. Okay, so yes, I'm applying the knowledge, and I'm getting the book said use carnelian. I'm using a sacral healing. I said this was going to be chaotic and sporadic. So I'm actually going to grab the books and show you all the books that I was using. So let's do this. Okay. So I was saying Sacred Woman by Queen Afua. You can tell that, I have some things highlighted already, and I'm going back. And, it's, as I'm filming this, it's the Mercury retrograde. It's the Mercury retrograde shadow period. Mercury retrograde doesn't happen until, I believe, is it the 23rd? I believe. No, that's actually, okay, Chiron goes direct with the new moon. Chiron retrograde, I would want to talk about that too. There's so much stuff I want to talk about. Yeah, Mercury retrograde is coming up. Am I not looking at it? Okay, there we go. It's the 29th of December of 2022. Okay, so, but the new moon is going to be definitely important with that Chiron retrograde and direct. Okay. But we'll talk about that. I'll have to definitely do a separate astrology. Queen Afua, Sacred Woman. Yeah, we sometimes, I know me too, like I try on and off. But I want to approach this book in a different light. I would like to take what I can, work on it, right? I said with Capricorn's energy. So if you want to cop this, make sure you cop it. I'll probably put the links in the description box, like the Amazon links. I will say, if you do that, if you are inspired to buy it from this video, please click the link. I think we can try to get some type of compensation going for this. I gotta look into it. But here's another one. Not saying sacral because that's what we worked on. Chakra healing. This is by Margarita Alcantara. Okay, and then yeah, bibliomancy. Just flipped through the book and got what I needed. So yeah, with Mercury retrograde slowing down, it's gonna help, with the mind. We had that intense, Gemini full moon, and now things are slowing down so we can get clarity, okay, on how to move forward, on how we can continue to heal and go on our journeys, okay? Now, I wasn't looking at this book this week, but I do want to incorporate this because I do go back to it from time to time to get some, read in certain areas. Because I think, sometimes we think we have to read a book from front to cover. No, not all the time. You can get what you need by looking at the index, a table of contents. You know, take your time. Take your time. So, letting go, The Pathway of Surrender by David R. Hopkins, okay, MD, PhD. I did get this book recommendation from, what is her name? It was, her YouTube channel name was Relationship Alchemy, but I'm not sure if it's that now. It's so weird. Like, I can feel like the vibration in the room. Sensitivity has been very heightened. So, yes. With this being sporadic too, I do feel like also my mind has kind of like opened up because I have been doing a lot of meditation, but I also know that I am grounded. I am grounded. Well, it's a quote: keep your head in the stars and your feet on the ground. So be aware of what's going on around you. Be open, but also be grounded and secure in who you are. That you is always having that anchor. Okay, I want to say this since yeah, it's a little sporadic, but yeah, carnelian. So I was working with this. I first had this beautiful rose quartz that I use as an energy clear, energy scanner in one of the reels. And so I got the message from the Queen of Fool book to get the carnelian. So, but then also with the readings, it was to see, to create. I got the third eye and the sacral chakra, right? And this is all tying into Willow, I swear. So I'm doing work. This is through a couple of weeks, y'all. So it's like that's why I'm kind of like everywhere. I'm in solitude. I'm at my altar and whatever. I'm working. I'm getting revelations. I'm bringing cards to show y'all. And I was doing energy work with the carnelian. Yes, sometimes my crystals are on the floor, you know, because they drop out of my bra, and sometimes I don't realize it, and, you know, yeah. So it was a crystal on the ground. And we already was getting a lot of high spiritual activity, okay? I was talking to Willow. She was looking at, you know, the spirits. I got downloads from different, you know, spirits. And, but when I had got what did I say? You know how people say I gotta see it to believe it, right? So we think about just the physical realm, right? Go deeper. If I can see it, if I can visualize it, I can believe it. Therefore, I know it's true. Therefore, I know this is possible for me. Letting go of expectations on how we exactly want it to be. But it is for you. The root of it is for you. And therefore, if you see it and you believe it and you know it's true, because you're getting that understanding, you're getting those downloads from your higher self, from the divine, from the universe, from goddess, from God, however you want to say or identify or put a label on the divine consciousness, okay? Therefore, you believe, therefore you create. If I see it, I believe it, therefore I create it. So why doubt? Why doubt? Now, I've seen 1444 on the timer. Now, thoughts can be very tricky and sometimes it can cause delusion. So I am putting a disclaimer out there, because not all things that we think are true. Because sometimes if we see or think we believe it, therefore we create it, right? That could be on the opposite spectrum. It could be we're creating depression, we're creating the anxiety. You know, we're creating, if you believe that you're not beautiful, your skin, you're not gonna take care of yourself. You're creating that atmosphere. I know it's easier said than done, because you constantly have to wake up to the choice, the decision to choose you. The decision to choose you, to understand and have compassion. The more you understand yourself, the more that you understand others and you have compassion. Okay? I want to really shout out Priestess Aset Amin-Ra. Very much an inspiration. She's the one that actually, like, she's been drilling it in our minds to, like, learn your spiritual science. Learn your spiritual science, meaning your birth chart, as well as she encouraged me again, like, to get back on your spiritual game, like, start meditating, at least if it's 10 minutes a day. And with me meditating 10 minutes a day, I've been able to create what I really want to do and making time for it. So I know some of us are on different ends of the spectrum. And if you are on, maybe a more denser, heavy side of the vibration, I encourage you, I'm giving you the inspiration to know that you can work towards shifting and changing your reality. Okay? If you would like to get a reading, I'll just put that out there, a reading where we can dive deeper. You can hit me up, Mystic Storm Spirituality, msbotanica.com. Yeah, Mystic Storm 333. Yeah, gotta put it out there. Because I'm really passionate about this work, because it started with me. This all started with me. And I don't want to get lost in trying to constantly always give without bringing the focus back to me. I have to make sure my cup is filled. That's a message right there. That's the message that I had to learn on this journey. And that's probably what you need to hear right now. The people that are going through the denser part, you have to fill your cup up first. You have to pour into yourself. You have to make time for yourself. Even if it's 10 minutes, even if it's 5 minutes, hell, even if it's 3 or 2 minutes. Because then you'll learn that you can build on that. We don't have to go full throttle. It's earth energy. Time is an illusion. And then we have to allow for divine orchestration. Okay? Whew. Back to Willow. And I'm glad I started with her, because she's really, my familiar is that ish. The crystal was on the ground. I don't know if I got back. She of course she meow and she looked at me. She starts playing with it. And I'm like, what crystal is this? Angelite. Third eye crown, right? mixed with the sacral chakra, carnelian, sacral chakra, and solar plexus, actually. All that I need to work, that I want to work on. That's the I see. If I see it, I believe it, therefore I create it. This is a good crystal combo. Okay, carnelian and angelite. Okay, she like, this literally just happened like maybe an hour ago. So that's why I'm hyped, and I'm like, what? And like, I was looking at her, like, she looked at me, and I said, this is the perfect combo for, you know, what I'm trying to do is all spilling together. She said, meow. You know, she was meowing, meow, and just walked away. When I had after I picked this up, went back and looked at her and talked to her. Because she was doing it for a good, maybe minute. So I know that I'm not in this alone. So I just want to shout you out, Willow. I love you so much. I love you so much. I'm so thankful for you. So, yes, because this message is from me, from my spirit guides, from my familiar Willow. So, yes, a lot going on. Okay. So, these cards that I pulled were from In My Solitude. Okay. And it's some of these cards that I am going to show. I don't normally pull these out because they were gifted to me. And the fact that, and it wasn't, I don't feel like it was necessarily for the channel. Every time this beautiful bright light person, she know who she is, gives me some cards, like I spend time with them because I know she thought about me, you know, and she felt like I needed those. So, and they really have helped me a lot on my journey. But now I'm at the point in my journey where I have to speak out. You know, it's one thing to tell people, you know, how to do it, but a lot of times we need to know what people been through. Now, I don't know if I will get to the point where it's saying specifics, but just brief synopsis, you know. And I feel like I've been doing it in my personal readings. When I give personal readings, I'm giving you the message, and a lot of times the people that come to me, I just learned a lesson. As an Aquarius, I need to understand, I need to process what's going on. Why is this happening? Can I get to the root of this? What's going on? Right? And that's kind of how I got into all of this, because also healing myself, you know, I healed myself, because healing is a lifelong journey. And that's why I'm so thankful for this path, okay? And I thank y'all for rocking with me with this just open message, these downloads, okay? I want to start with the power thoughts. I shared this one with the Gemini full moon. I want to go to this because, again, this was through the whole week. It says, the past is over. That hit me. And I know a lot of us are stuck in the past. That's why the seasonal depression is real, because that's when we're bare. Think about trees. They're bare. So you just probably feel very, cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Because this is happening for us, not to us. These things are being presented to us. What are we going to do with them? How are we going to move? There's choices and decisions, and we have to have the courage. Solar plexus chakra, we got to have the courage and the willpower to see it through. That's why also Mars is in retrograde. Slowing things down to put it, what are you going to choose? What are you going to create in your life? Are you creating the past? Are you recreating the past? And a lot of times we might see that we are recreating the past, even though the storm is over. The storm is over. You got through it. But six of wands in tarot, you got through it. But then there's the 7 of wands, which we pulled in the full moon reading when I was on live with my girl Black Myth. Make sure you check her out, a Black Myth on Instagram. Okay. It's the PTSD, right? It's the aftermath. Like, you got through it, but your nerves is shot. Anxiety. Afraid that it's going to happen to you again. We paid our karma. We paid our debt. Now it's time to live. It's time to live. The past is over. It says this is a new day, one that I have never lived before. I stay in the now and enjoy each and every moment. Yes, we see to create. We have to go into the future, but remember, time is an illusion. The now is where we create, because we gotta get the vision right. If we're in the now, we get the vision of the future of what we want to create. The now is the portal to shift through timelines. Yeah. The past is over. You may feel very cracked open, very raw. Disembalanced. Okay, hold on. Whew. The past is over. I'm gonna get this out. I got somewhere to be, but I'm gonna get this out. The past is over, and guess what? There is no blame. This hit me today when I pulled these cards and I went back to them. There is no blame. We blame ourselves after we've been through traumatic things. We blame ourselves that we should have done this, we should have known that, or we know this, but we still let this happen. We might even blame the other person, and therefore that's why we're stagnant in life. And that's why there's no movement, or there's stunted growth. In order to expand, you have to release the blame. Let go of the blame. That dense emotion. It says, I release the need to blame anyone, including myself. We are all doing the best we can with the understanding, knowledge, and awareness we have. So as you continue to ascend and you get memories, downloaded memories of traumatic moments, work on compassion, the understanding. Understanding equals compassion. That's the only way that you can get compassion, to understand. There's no one to blame. You don't have to blame yourself. You don't have to carry that weight. Okay? I am at peace. I am at peace. That's like to see, to believe, to create. You see how it's all tying in? Divine peace and harmony surrounds me and dwells in me. I feel tolerance compassion, and love for all people, myself included. See how this flows? I am at peace. You are at peace. You can be at peace. Because we at different stages. Some people haven't went through the storm. Some people already went through the storm. You cleared the path to a new life. Now you like, now what? How can we get over the PTSD? The nerves shot. Body imbalances. I'm going through digestive issues, and a lot of it is due to anxiety. My nerves are shot. I got through the storm. I've cultivated beautiful relationships. Friends. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to all my friends. Business friends. People that challenge me and push me. And also partnerships. Intimacy. I've cultivated that. I've had issues in those areas for so long, for so many years. So many years. And I feel so much at peace, but nerves, anxiety, depression, we all going through it, especially because we're cracked open. Know that yes, we got through the storm, talking to some people, and this is for people that haven't been through it. Know that it's good on the other side, but there's still healing. It takes time, but it's peace over here. Okay? Deep cellular healing. I can't say it. It's a starseed energy because this is from the Starseed Oracle. Okay? Physical and emotional healing. Let me put it here. Beautiful. And it says something, I had read the notes on this one. And she said, if you are going through a mystery illness, know that your body can heal itself. The activation. And I'm like, damn, this is what I'm going through. So you may be feeling the same way. Okay, I'm sharing it. Okay, this says, I take back my vitality and energy and feel more and more healthy each and every day. My body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. Ashe. Okay? So be gentle with your body. Show compassion to your body. Continue to nurture your body through this because, yes, you are now at peace, but there's still some imbalances within the nervous system. You still are working with your mind. It's still things that have to be released from the subconscious. This is life work. Okay? So, yeah, cultivating beautiful, healthy relationships, especially with self, most importantly. Okay? We got the courageous peony. It says, multifaceted, unique nature. Let yourself be seen. So we cracked open. We got cracked open. This is happening for us. So that way we can transform and be seen. To shine. To be a lighthouse to others. That's my mission. Lighthouse, a guiding light that also acknowledges, embraces all aspects of life, all energies, the light and the dark. That's truly how we get balance. That's alignment. Okay. The Divine Feminine Oracle. I had got this, and we actually pulled this in our sister circle group on Tyra Omalade's page, but it was a different deck completely. So when I pulled this, we're definitely in alignment. So shout out to her. Check out her page. It says, White Buffalo Calf Woman, the priestess of the sacred way. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. The the path of love, compassion for self, unlocking that heart chakra. It's true abundance. That's where peace is. That's where prosperity is. That's where abundance is. That is where beautiful relationships and support is. Okay? We went through that storm to love ourselves, to learn that we have to choose ourselves, but it's also safe to love with the people that we are aligned with. Everybody ain't for everybody. But there's people that come to us in order for us to learn. Spirit uses them so we can learn the tough lessons. Saturn. I'm currently going through my Saturn return. It's almost over, baby. I learned them lessons. Even when I seen, I was like, I'm not ready yet. I still got to learn these lessons. And when I was ready to go, I got through the storm. Through support. I ain't do this on my own. And I'm calling on y'all too. Star family. Star family. It says you are a part of a team of souls. Call and support. The support that I leaned on. When I thought I was alone, I really wasn't. And sometimes your environment can cage you and make you feel small and try to snuff out your light. But you have to remember that you are the generator of that source, and you have to work towards yourself to get that light to shine, and sometimes burn down and destroy. Because sometimes people don't understand, and sometimes we need that energy in order. It's war. Sometimes we go through spiritual warfare to figure out and find true love ourselves. But when you choose you, that's when your support comes. And you also have to go into places for support. It can be very well family, friends. If you feel very isolated, barren, we live in a beautiful age with technology, age of Aquarius. Find a group. Find a circle. Find like-minded people. Your star family, your soul group is out there. Okay? But you have to what? What was it? Let yourself be seen. Have the strength. You got this. Okay? I got inspired by someone to, it was like my toxic trait thing. And I might do a pick a card on that. Queen of Swords. Be like, sometimes we live in a cancel culture. Like, it ain't none that cut that bitch off. Very ghosting. Cutting things out. And they very well, sometimes it's very well necessary. Just had that whole conversation. But then when we are cultivating healthy relationships, and we know it's healthy, that PTSD kicks in, and that fight or flight, and it's probably, you probably do both. Look. This is releasing the past. The Three of Swords. Releasing the past. How can you get over that? What? To the boom. First start. The past is over. That's a reminder for us on today. Okay? So this is, it was one more card that I used as a bookmark, and I was like, this was probably really good. I'm sorry. Forgiveness. Forgiveness to yourself, right? There's no one to blame. Defenselessness. Righting wrongs, righting past wrongs, uprooting. So as you're healing yourself, you know, if you're doing energy work on yourself, or, you know, it's past life regressions. It doesn't have to necessarily be like you was a whole nother person. And it could be very well, but it can be childhood, teenage years, young adulthood, different parts of you. had a vision of me as a child crying on the stairs, waiting. Yeah, okay. Waiting for my father to come pick me up. And I've worked through a lot of this, so I guess this is why it's like, it's okay. I was crying hard. This was during the Gemini full moon, but I went back, visually went back, and hugged my inner child in that moment, and nurtured her. So sometimes, if you know these tools, if you can understand the power that you hold, your body, your mind, your spirit, your trinity can heal itself on a deep cellular level. Ashe, ashe, ashe. That's all I have on today. Crystal combo, carnelian, and angelite, thanks to Queen of Fua and Willow. Okay. So I love you all. If you made it to the end of this video, shouts out to you. I would love to read the comments. I would love to interact with y'all, especially on this one, because I really do feel cracked open and very open. But I'm glad. I'm happy I did it like this. So, ashe. See you in the next one.